Today I'm going to talk about e-commerce as an industry. I'm going to give you guys a short industry review of e-commerce. So e-commerce is changing the retail industry. The traditional retail industry focused on brick and mortar stores where people can physically get the products and see the products. However, nowadays, e-commerce is taking a huge bunch of revenues in the retail industry. In the US in 2017, $453 billion are generated via online selling, which takes up 8.9% of total retail sales. And looking at the global trends, in the past year, the online selling hits $2 trillion, which takes up 10% of total global retail sales. E-commerce is getting really important and huge in our daily lives, and the following I'll be talking about 6 factors about the industry. The first one is markets. The primary market driver right now for e-commerce is China, which has over 730 million internet users, and it takes up roughly 40% of the world's online sales. And some other really major markets of e-commerce include US, UK, South Korea, and Denmark. And I want to point to 2 major players in the e-commerce sector. There are 2 really important and huge companies. The first one is Amazon, based in the US, and the second one is Alibaba, which is China-based e-commerce firm. And Tmall, you guys can refer to the icons I put right there. Tmall is under the umbrella of Alibaba, and it is the Chinese version of Amazon. And these 2 companies is the 2 companies that you have to know for e-commerce. And technology is another big factor. Nowadays, e-commerce business take advantage of artificial intelligence. According to a recent study by Gartner, it predicts that by 2020, 85% of the customer interactions will be managed using artificial intelligence. And machine learning is another technology that shape the e-commerce, which business use it to predict sales patterns. They might know what customers want even before you make the decision. And the third one is fintech, including Bitcoins, WeChat Pay, and Apple Pay. These new payment technologies are used by business to better the experience of payments and to make transactions more easily. And for the economics and social factors, there are 2 things that we need to talk about. The first one is business ethics. A lot of e-commerce, they outsourcing their products from overseas sweatshops, which is an ethical issue that is often accused of. And the second is the social factor, the millennials. A lot of the customers for e-commerce are millennials who were born after the 1990s, which are capable of using online technologies and computers. For politics and regulations, for e-commerce, there are 2. The first regulation that needs to pay attention to is the Federal Trade Commission, which online business, they cannot have predatory pricing, deceptive marketing, and also false advertising. And the second is global politics. Apparently, the trade war is vastly influencing the online business because a lot of the products are outsourced from overseas, especially in China. So this is a huge factor that influences their business. And for looking forward, we're now entering the e-commerce 2.0 generation. It is a really interesting topic, and I want to talk about the digital native vertical brands, which have a different business strategy from Amazon and from Alibaba. So the digital native vertical brands, they are direct to customers, like Glossier, the famous makeup brands, Casper, the maker of good pillows and mattress. So these brands, they market their customers through social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and they really focus on customer acquisition, especially the millennials, and they advertise for an enhanced brand experience. So Yeah, so this is the overview of the e-commerce industry. Thank you.